Once upon a time, in a lush green meadow surrounded by towering forests, there lived three little pigs named Henry, Oliver, and Amelia. They were siblings, each with a heart full of dreams and a desire to build a home of their own. One sunny morning, their mother gathered them together and said, "My dear children, it's time for you to venture out into the world and build your own homes. But remember, whatever you do it with wisdom and care, for the big bad wolf lurks in the shadows, waiting to devour those who are not prepared." With their mother's words of warning echoing in their ears, the three little pigs set out on their journey. Henry, the eldest and the most practical of the siblings, decided to build his house out of sturdy bricks. This way, he said, no wolf will ever be able to blow it down. Oliver, the middle pig, had a more creative spirit. He chose to build his house out of timber and thatch, crafting it with care and attention to detail. "I may not have bricks like Henry," he said, "but I believe in the strength of my craftsmanship." Amelia, the youngest and the most adventurous of the three, had a different idea altogether. She decided to build her house out of colorful balloons, weaving them together to create a whimsical and floating abode. "Why be bound to the ground," she exclaimed, "when we can soar among the clouds?" As the days passed, the three little pigs worked tirelessly on their homes, each one pouring their heart and soul into their creation. And though their methods differed, they supported one another with love and encouragement, knowing that together they were stronger than any wolf that dared to challenge them. But as fate would have it, their peaceful existence was soon threatened by the arrival of a big bad wolf, his eyes gleaming with hunger as he prowled through the forest in search of his next meal. Upon spotting Henry's sturdy brick house, the wolf licked his lips in anticipation and approached the door with a wicked grin. Little pig, let me come in," he called out in a voice as smooth as silk. But Henry stood firm, his heart filled with courage as he replied, "Not by the hair on my chinny-chin-chin." Enraged by the pig's defiance, the wolf huffed and puffed and blew with all his might. But try as he might, he could not budge the sturdy brick walls that surrounded Henry's house. Defeated, the wolf slunk away into the shadows, vowing to return another day. Next, the wolf came upon Oliver's timber and thatch house, his mouth watering at the thought of the tender piggy within. Little pig, let me come in," he called out once more, his voice dripping with malice. But Oliver, though frightened, stood tall and replied, "Not by the hair on my chinny-chin-chin." Undeterred, the wolf summoned all his strength and blew a mighty gust of wind, hoping to topple the fragile walls of Oliver's house. But to his surprise, the house stood firm, its sturdy timber beams holding strong against the onslaught. Frustrated and hungry, the wolf retreated once more, nursing his wounded pride as he plotted his next move. Finally, the wolf came upon Amelia's colorful balloon house, floating gracefully in the sky like a beautiful dream. Little pig, let me come in," he called out, his voice tinged with desperation. But Amelia, with her head held high, replied, "Not by the hair on my chinny-chin-chin." With a malicious gleam in his eye, the wolf took a deep breath and blew with all his might, hoping to send the fragile balloons scattering to the winds. But much to his astonishment, the balloons held fast, the bright colors shimmering in the sunlight as they danced in the breeze. Realizing that he had met his match, the wolf slunk away into the depths of the forest, defeated and hungry. And so the three wise pigs lived happily ever after in their cozy homes, their bond stronger than ever before. For they knew that with wisdom, creativity, and courage, they could overcome any challenge that came their way, and that together they were invincible against the forces of darkness that lurked in the shadows.